Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of the Cinnamon and Spice Podcast.
Okay, we ain't sweet.
Not a dang thing. I'm Ock.
And I'm not.
And we have finally brung on a guest, y'all.
Yes.
Let's all welcome Mr. Tavin Felton Stackhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And honey, he is running for Congress. So we are so excited to have him on today.
Yes, thank you for coming.
Yeah, it was tough, to say the least, when it got to figuring out who our first guest was going to be. Honestly, we had plenty.
Yes. We had a bunch of volunteers.
Plenty suggestions. But we both could agree, we just needed to make sense. Mm-hmm. And when she said you were running for Congress, we were like, I think we just found our first guest right there. Because the political conversation, we try to stay away from it for the most part. We've hit on a little bit on a few episodes, but for the most part, we stay away from it. But we are excited to have you on. Yeah. And yes.
With all the things going on in the world,
this is the perfect. You. Yes. Yeah. We need you.
Let's go ahead and debunk some of the stuff that.
No, right. For real. So, yeah, tell us, how you even got into wanting to run for Congress.
Well, I always knew I wanted to run for Congress since I was I wouldn't say younger. At first, I wanted to be a lawyer. That was my big thing. In middle school, I knew I was dead set on it. I wanted to be a lawyer. Okay. And my teachers from middle school could probably tell you, oh yeah, Dave would have been a great lawyer because all he did was argue back with us.
You changed that grade though.
Right. And I have not lost that. Some people from WSSU can also be like, oh yeah, he would be a great lawyer. But I decided to finally jump off the porch and start running now because what better time than now instead of, waiting with things going on. I want to make a change in my community, my county, my district, my country. Mm-hmm. So why not jump into it,
Right.
Instead of just sitting at home and being angry at home.
Okay.
Put it into some work and some action.
Okay. Be the change you want to see.
Absolutely. And no, for real, it's really good that you really just jumped out there for real. Because now, what better time than now? Yeah. So, what are some things that, what is your platform? What are you standing for on your platform?
My overall platform is definitely affordability, but my big three things, my big three fronts of fighting are driving down the cost of living, taxing the ultra rich, and expanding public services, because I do believe those are important, and some people rely on them and don't even know that they have them.
Okay.
And there needs to be an expansion of it to help more people in the general population. You pay your taxes, it should help you out. Yeah. No matter who you are.
Right. Yeah, y'all taking a third anyways.
Right.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I'd rather my money go towards helping.
I went exempt.
Yeah.
I just started my new job, and when I was doing my little tax forms, I said, well, the government shut down, so what am I paying taxes?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. Go exempt for a few months when y'all figure this back out.
This is not tax advice, you guys.
I'm not giving y'all any legal tax advice, I promise you. I would really advise you not to do it.
Please do your taxes, people. IRS jail is real jail.
Hey, I will cross that bridge when I get
7. It'll level out.
Anyways, don't follow that advice, y'all. I promise y'all I'm not giving you any financial advice over there.
Pay your taxes.
Yes, do that. You said you thought of a lawyer. You wanted to be a lawyer at first, and ended up in Congress. So you never, prior to maybe maybe in the past year or so or two, you've never even thought of maybe going into politics outside of being a lawyer?
I did think about going into politics. I knew, especially in high school, in middle school, and if you ask a lot of my friends from that time of teachers, they'll tell you David wanted to run for Congress one day. He wanted to be a representative. That was his goal. But for me, it was always let's wait. I want to establish myself some more and do some more things. But if Donald Trump is president of the United States, anything can happen. Anybody can run for anything.
Agreed.
We might see some images of Bigfoot circulating now.
Right. You can go for anything. If
for real.
That can happen, what are the rules now? I think everybody, and the House of Representatives was meant for regular everyday people to be able to run for it. Just over time, the ceiling kept getting higher.
Right.
Of like, oh, we have to curtail this now. I mean, even at first it was like you had to be a white wealthy landowner to be even able to vote and be able to serve. So to now where anybody can run, I like that. I think there should be more people running across the country, and I definitely think the process should be a lot easier for everybody because it is a minefield of things that you have to, forms you have to make sure you have, things you have to file, people you have to have on your like team, and making sure that your team is doing what they're supposed to do and that they are there to help and not like sabotage.
Yeah.
Because you can run into that.
Yeah, that makes sense though. That makes sense.
So, because speaking of Trump, you know, a lot of like the youth right now are having a hard time like understanding like why it's important to vote or like why they should even be paying attention to like
Politics.
like just in general. Like,
why should they even care?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what would you say to that? Like, why should youth get into politics?
I think you should get into politics because if you're a person who says you're not seeing a politician that represents what you want, be that politician. If you're not seeing who is like, you may believe in these things or want these things for your community, go for it.
Yeah.
Run for it. Like, you know, reach out to your networks, like reach out to people around you, like let them know that you want to run, get involved even at the local level. Like you can run for school board, city council, you can even run for mayor of your city if you want. Like you could, there are smaller ways you could get involved if you want to start like at a smaller level. Like this is my first time running for anything and I'm going for like the big leagues, but that's me. That's based off like my experience, my background, the jobs I've had beforehand. Like I've worked predominantly at the federal level. So I was like, that's where I can be of best help.
Yeah.
So, and you can start small, like in your city, in your community. You could be your ward city council person. You can be your school board person, PTA president.
Any of those can like make a difference in some way. Yeah.
Yeah, they all do, especially at the local level. The local level is where the most help can be done at because it's right there, directly where you're at.
I don't think a lot of people realize that.
Yeah,
though.
that there's
a lot of people don't think outside of just the presidential election a lot of the time, and so they don't usually think like. That's why it's really important too now that we're having this and are going to be able to post this because elections are next week. So it's important for people to actually go out and vote in your local elections because those are the ones that are really mattering. Really
a
matter.
lot of seats are up for grabs.
Yeah,
and we need to get them up out of here.
If y'all want to make a change, y'all got to vote some people out that are the ones that's really and essentially bowing down to this man. So it's like, that's good advice.
It's even crazy now where you have like even Democrats that are being like, it's better to fit in than be out. It's better to be inside.
They're literally laying down to it, and it's like, fight back. Like, fight back.
So what do you
seriously
just rolling over?
Y'all being too peaceful for me, if you ask me. Like,
yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of people say that. Like, I know they're trying to get rid of all your rights. Y'all are just letting them, like, essentially, like, oh yeah. But we keep saying that point till we're blue in the face that. Okay, you gotta care before it affects you, like not when it starts affecting you. Yeah, like
there's a poem. I can't think of the person who made it. I can't remember word for word, so I'm gonna paraphrase it. So don't grill me.
Okay,
but
so this is Tavin's poem now.
I'll make it something shorter. But just because it doesn't affect you doesn't mean it won't happen to you next. Like y'all probably saw like over the summer when and I love our people, but when they were like, we're tired, we're done, we're not advocating anymore. Yeah. When people in the Latino community were getting like abducted, and they were like, that's what they get for voting for Trump, and it's like all of them did not vote for Donald Trump.
You like couldn't so.
Yeah.
And they forgetting that like
they can't vote, guys.
It's like a lot of them cannot vote. Like some of them can't. Well, there are a lot that can vote, but there are some that cannot vote. And of the ones that could vote, like they didn't overwhelmingly, like the turnout was not high. Yeah. There was, at all. It was not high. Everybody was over it. Was upset with all the choices. Like, but you saying like, it's this is what they get. We're gonna mind our business. No, because they're not just going after
them.
Them.
If they remove due process for one, that means it's
about to trickle down to all of us.
It's like
you can justify it.
If you turn around and let them do it to them, they're going to do it. They're getting manufacturing consent for them to do it to you.
Yeah.
Because then who's gonna be there for you? You've already allowed it to happen. It's gonna come to bite you now. Like you saying, oh, good luck. Like, and on top of that, it was not just Latinos. ICE was going after Black people as well, Haitian people, people from the Caribbean.
Yes.
Like it was a mass sweep. The whole diaspora, immigrants of all.
Yep.
And to them,
except not let me stop.
Right.
Yeah.
Them.
And in ICE's head, they're like, well, since I can't tell the difference, let's just apprehend everybody. And you're seeing it now where they're like the apartment complex that they did like a
where was that at?
raid. I think it was in Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Where the ICE had the helicopters and went through the windows and pat everybody outside and zipped ties in the middle of the night now. So people in like muumuus, people without clothes, like just zip tied them to look for two people that they were like, oh, that we're looking for two illegal immigrants that are in Trinidad Agua. So you went through an entire building complex and took out everybody in the entire building. You broke their windows, kicked their doors in, tore apart their apartments. And then
now people
traumatized
for nothing.
Kids
That
too.
Really
Kids traumatized.
Yes.
And it's like it's out of hand. Like this, and you probably see the clips all the time. Like it's inhumane.
Yeah, it is.
And all the people, a lot of the Republicans who were like, "Oh, I want this to happen," a lot of them now are being like,
"Not like this."
I didn't think it would happen.
This is a lot. This is a little extreme. You know it.
Yeah, like like I tell people, these are your neighbors, and you're not affected. You don't. Oh, I'm not affected until you're seeing your favorite cashier at your local grocery store, your food line, it now is getting apprehended by ICE in the middle of like they don't like seeing that stuff, which is why like Trump's approval rating on it is dropping because when it's happening away from people, they care less, but when it's right there in front of them, they don't want to see that. They don't like that, and that it's sad that that's what it takes. But
right, I was about to say, honestly, at this point, if that's what it got to take for them to like wake up and actually maybe try to be a part of the change, then. Like I hate it, but dang.
We should be like sticking together. Like these are your neighbors. Like you need to be, that immigrant isn't the reason why your rent is going up. They're not the reason why you don't have health care. It's not their fault. It even extends to with trans people. It's like that trans person is not the reason why your rent is going up.
Thank you.
That trans person is not your landlord. That trans person is not raising the cost of insurance. They're not. It's not the cause.
Those billionaires that y'all should be mad at. That's like, who y'all should be mad at.
This is not a left or right war. This is a class war. Like you should be unifying with the people around you. Yeah. Because like we were saying earlier, you're more likely to be homeless than you are to ever being close
to being a millionaire at this time.
The brokest billionaire, you ain't even touching him.
Okay, like seriously, it's crazy. So even knowing that, right? Like, yeah, you closer to homelessness. So in that realm, why is it so important, and what are you doing to kind of like gain the trust of like our community and more people around us, so they can really, you can really speak that, and we can and really make a noise and make awareness on why we need to stay together and work together instead of kind of like going our separate ways and kind of laying down to all the mess.
Yeah. One of the ways, and I can tell you, my Instagram story is, if you want to know what's going on in the world, that's where to tap in at.
We're going to insert his Instagram right here, y'all, so make sure y'all go follow.
Like, I make sure my people are kept, I make sure everybody is kept up to date. I don't care what side of the aisle you sit
aware,
on.
Okay.
You need to know what's going on, where your money's going, and even like foreign stuff, because it affects you back here at home. Like, a lot of people think like, oh, I don't, like, back to what we were talking about earlier, with people not thinking, oh, why should I vote? It doesn't really matter. It does matter, because that decision will affect you indirectly somehow. Like, right now with people who are like, oh, I'm like, why are the Democrats not allowing the government to be open? Well, if you look back into it and follow the dots, this
it has nothing to do with the Democrats.
Like they're telling you Democrats are doing this. They have no power. They have control.
No power.
They're in the minority.
Republicans are running everything.
Control everything. And right now they're shutting the government down because they're telling you, if we open the government back up, you can get food, but your health care costs skyrocket.
And then mind you, we got reserves for the food. So I'm not understanding.
$6 billion.
I'm not understanding why people aren't. If you didn't receive your SNAP benefits today, it was because they didn't want you to have them.
Thank you. Literally because of that. Yeah. Thank you. Deleted the page, which is like, that's what you're not supposed to do. Like, they love deleting stuff. They tried to delete like a part of the Constitution out, which was like, that's just not.
They're literally trying to get rid of the government as we know it, and it's kind of insane.
Yeah.
Like,
and then just giving money out.
Yeah.
To, like 40 billion to Argentina, but we can't fund SNAP.
Right.
For $6 billion.
Like, it's insane. That's only the beginning. What? Because obviously SNAP is an issue right now that's really hitting, you know, close to home. Essentially, like, I got sisters, aunties, uncles, granddads that's now not about to be getting food stamps in this month. And so what are some other issues outside of that people really need to be more aware about that they probably don't know about?
Ooh, there's so many different issues going on always at one time.
Yeah.
There's 1,000 fires at one time. And you know, this administration likes to have 1,000 fires so they can do whatever they want.
Be the savior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And kind of just keep you can't keep up with everything. That's why it's important to kind of know more, because it's like all people talking about is food stamps. What else we got? Like, what else is going on? Yeah.
It's like throwing tomato sauce into a fan. And it just spreads out everywhere and you don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
But I would say right now, so my political science degree from Winston-Salem State University was in U.S. foreign affairs.
Okay.
And then I went to grad school at AU for U.S. foreign policy and national security. Okay. So that's right now for me in my head. Going to war with Venezuela is really a big thing that affects a lot. And people are like, oh, we're just going to war. This is something you're going to pay for again. And this isn't just not going to go over the same way that you think it's going to go over. It's not going to be a clean sweep, just going there. That's going to mess with our relations with other countries in the region, because they're going to be like, oh, so we're next? Are you just going to come after us? Right. Which is like Colombia, Brazil, New Guinea. Or is New Guinea there? Sorry.
It's okay.
But you're messing with those countries in that region, Argentina, obviously, and Chile and Nicaragua. Like, those countries, they're already like, we've seen this before during the war on drugs. You didn't actively do this, but now you're about to deploy a warship and some aircraft carriers to the region so you can do bombing campaigns. That's this administration believes in peace through strength, which is, everybody knows, like, no, that's not how this world operates.
You just want to strong arm somebody into a decision instead of like, hey, like, come up with a better plan that people just want to get on board with.
Like, this turns everybody against you. On top of, it's off of no evidence. They're saying we're attacking drug boats, but then recently one was in Trinidad, and they were like, those were not drug boats, those were fishermen. In Venezuela, those were fishermen, and they have zero proof to even claim. Some Republicans on the Hill are like, there's no proof. There's no proof at all for you to go and do any of this, and you're doing this without even asking Congress, you're supposed to go through first before you can do any of this. So that's one.
This man be acting like he don't like he just the king of the world. Seriously, seriously.
Like, that's one. Another one is like, you know, today is also enrollment for healthcare. You're gonna see those premiums jump. Yeah. Because of that bill over the summer.
Yeah, I just recently got out of that terms, but even before I left, we had already been getting emails about you know, price surgings, and so I do feel bad. A lot of people didn't realize that when they don't fund like Medicare, Medicaid, that is going to hurt private insurance, which is majority of us, especially if you have insurance to like your job. Right. And so it's about to get even more expensive than it already was. Like, healthcare was already out of this world expensive. Yeah. And so it's about to get even more expensive, and that's still scary.
I believe in universal healthcare. I think everybody should have healthcare, even people who don't want it. Too bad, so sad. You have healthcare. Yeah. Don't care. When people say that, you have healthcare. Yeah, it's like, this is in your best interest. Yeah. And there's like, oh, well, doctors have to work for free? Do firemen work for free? That's nationalized. Do firemen work for free? Do police work for free? Wow. Do the nurses in those hospitals work for free?
It's already coming out your taxes. Just let it go towards something that's going to help you.
That matters.
Like, these are things helping you. You should have that. That's one way to offer you. That's one less bill you have to pay a month. That's one less bill out of your paycheck a month.
Thank you.
And universal health care, and then even for businesses, it's like, for all businesses, that's one bill your company doesn't have to front every year. You don't have to pay for that anymore. So that what's that do?
So you can stop switching us to these cheaper plans that don't work.
That frees you up for money.
Please.
Right. Exactly.
I'm begging y'all.
Like, that frees that company up for money to hire more employees, give raises.
Yep. I was about to say, invest more into their current employees. Literally. Yeah, definitely.
Like, now we know how these companies work.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna want to pocket the money. We trying to save y'all an addition.
Yeah,
like dang.
Yeah.
Like, there's no more excuse. Like, we have universal health care. There's you have money. You like money. You like to make money. There you go. Get that bill off.
Like
you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Right.
You gotta talk their language.
Yeah. Because like health insurance is like a middleman now. It's ridiculous. With your plan, you can't go to every place. You can't go to every doctor. Has to be in your network. That's ridiculous.
And then the fact that you're making a payment already, and then when it's time to use it, you still gotta
One of the questions that I had that would kind of help me realize what type of budget people were in when I was doing group insurance, like, do you want to pay more monthly or we can go to the doctor?
Okay.
You paying both either way, but where do you want to pay more at? Because if you pay more monthly, you pay less at the doctor. But you might be one of them people who don't even really go to the doctor, so that's why you're looking like, well, you go down. Yeah. But then you go down, you get sick, you go to the doctor, now you're really paying for it. So it's like...
I say we cut out that middleman. The government operates hospitals, and you have it in place so that this is shutdown proof, and you can make things shutdown proof. Obviously, SNAP, they have that emergency funds for a reason. Yeah. But they shouldn't even have to rely on that. It should just be, if the government shuts down, since the government is still collecting revenue while it's shut down, you are still paid and compensated. And we just figure that out later down the road. Yeah. Because we have the money. Let me tell you one thing. Do not ever let the government get away with telling you that they do not have the money. They have the money if they want to go to war.
Hell, I was about to say, they conveniently always find it.
They pull billions.
When they
we got a ballroom.
They pull there's a ballroom. And that's fun. That story is funny. They pulled a couple $1 billion out of thin air to give to ICE and expand ICE and turn them into a military force that they don't need to be. Your government has the money. It's just a matter of they don't want to upset who's donating their campaigns. But literally, with universal health care, like, that's one less bill you have to pay a month out of your check. It's to ease off the companies. We have the government nationalize the hospitals and stuff, so there's no more middleman. It's just directly from there, and you'll get more out of it, and you can improve it. Like, if people point to Canada and be like, oh, in the UK's their universal healthcare system, say, oh, it's overflooded and it's badly ran, because they allow people to get in there to make it look bad, so that a corporate company could come back in and sneak their way in and do their stuff. If you want your own private healthcare, fine, you can get it. But you will have health care because you don't know what could happen. Yeah. You could lose all your money tomorrow because of a bad accountant.
But you should be able to go to the doctors.
Yeah. You should still go to the doctor and be able to see them and not have to pay a cover charge. Like, none of that. You shouldn't have to pay that. You should be able to get the help you need. And healthcare needs to go from being aftercare and preventative care. Like, because I've been to hospital before where they were like, well, we can't check for that unless you were showing symptoms because your insurance is going to charge you an arm and a leg to do that.
Mind you already took my blood.
Right.
Running through that machine, bro. Like,
we should be doing preemptive care so that people don't get those diseases. It should be, how do we care for it after and make money off of you suffering? There should be more money going into how can we prevent these things from happening.
They're making too much money off of people being sick. So
like, that's if we get healthcare out of we get rid of the healthcare insurance companies and stop it being for profit and get it more like, this is not a for-profit thing. This is a thing ran by the government, and the government's not looking to make a profit. We'll do so much better. You can go see a doctor when you need to go see them and get the thing that you have checked out.
The service you need.
Because wait until you see symptoms, it's sick. Yeah. That's crazy.
And now it's too late.
Yeah, too late. Yeah. And in some instances, like, they don't check for certain things, and then by the time you have it, they're like, oh, you had this for a couple months, but we couldn't check for it because of your insurance plan saying that it would cost you $30,000 for us to run this one test. Literally. And there are so many.
It makes sense. Send me that itemized bill, because why was it $30,000?
Okay.
And there are tests for so many other things. Like, people need diagnosis for certain things. Like, I know I have dyslexia. It's not that hard, but the test for dyslexia is very expensive. It's like a $5,000 test. And that's just dyslexia. For other, like, things that people have in other disorders, it's also a higher threshold. Like, to get the test done and pay for that, it's expensive.
And mind you, we're just talking about the test. We're not even talking about treatment.
Is that with insurance, though? Or is
even
that
with insurance?
Well, you figured they taxing the heck out of the insurance.
Oh,
insurance will not cover it because it's a gray area. They'll be like, well, we don't like there are a lot of things like that where they're like, well, we.
No, that'd be the part about insurance that kills me. They pick and choose what they want to cover and what they don't want to cover. Yeah,
like literally, you saw with the healthcare CEO for Blue Cross Blue Shield when they were like, we're not gonna fully cover anesthesia anymore.
Yeah, after a certain amount of time. But you see, they quickly turned that back around.
Yes,
Quickly turned that back
what do you
around.
mean?
Because that don't even make sense.
You're gonna pay for half of it, so halfway
It's
through that, be like,
dangerous.
sorry, we gotta take this off.
Mid-surgery.
You're gonna fill everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to hurry up.
Yeah.
Having people wake up on tables
Going
would
back
be
to the medieval
insane.
times.
Like, it has to stop being for profit. And the Republican opponent in this race, our current representative for District 6, is Addison McDowell, who is a Blue Cross Blue Shield lobbyist, former lobbyist. So while rural hospitals are closing down and clinics are closing down in his exact county that he lives in, he doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
He's getting money off. He's getting money to let you suffer. And I think that's what a lot of people should see, like with their representatives. Like, well, why did they vote that way? Because they get paid to let you suffer. They get a big donation to a super PAC to help run their campaign to let you suffer. Which is why I believe like we need to go to a more public option with campaigns. Like in New York, they have it where they have the matching campaign where like you raise this amount of money, they'll match it.
Okay.
And that keeps out like these big billionaires for doing it. And if you use any billionaire money, they don't give you the money. They take the money away and say you can't get matching funds because you've been taking private funds. I think a system like that is a lot better and has the people more beholden to their actual constituents than a company. It cuts that middleman out completely. Yeah. And I put that bill forward to get that done, to get that resolved, because it should be more easy for people to run, and there should be more funds available to help people to run.
Yes.
Like,
agreed.
That's really been the craziest thing for me, is like having to raise a lot of money, because my primary has like four other people. So there's me and 4 other people running for the same seat on the Democrat side. And not to knock them, but they're not going far enough. They're doing like a more middle of the line thing. That's like, what do you stand for? Yeah. Because I'm seeing one say, oh, well, I brought all these businesses and business this, and I love business and business this, and we'll do stuff with businesses to do this. And like, I'm a person that believes public-private partnerships are a lot of times a scam.
Yeah.
No.
Because you're just going to push the business's narrative what they need you to push, because you're...
And not your own.
Yeah, if you talking business, you talking profit. You're not talking about people.
Like for certain industries, it's like, why are we using you? Why are you even here as a middleman when they have to pay for it anyway? Why don't they just pay for it and dictate how it gets paid for and all that stuff, and make the process a little bit more streamlined? Like Snap is one where it's like people think, oh, people who don't want to work on it. It's like, no, there are people who have 3 jobs that are still on Snap. You should not be upset with that person on Snap. You should be upset with the fact that they have to get 3 jobs just to survive.
Thank you. And still need Snap.
And still need Snap.
And the fact that they can still qualify for Snap while having 3 jobs.
I was just about to say, you know how much money you
have to be damn near poor, y'all, to get. I don't qualify. Even when I felt like I was poor, I kept applying, kept getting rejected. So it's like, for somebody to have 3 jobs and they still make enough to be able to get food, or don't make enough to still be able to get food stamps, y'all, they are not the issue. Like, and the fact that I literally just posted something on Facebook the other day about that, like, because I was like, I see a lot of people saying like, oh, people need to stop, depending on government assistance and just get up and go to work. And I'm like, well, like, let's do this perspective.
1 million layoffs
this economy
this
lives off of government. Like, they rely on government assistance too. When people start lose food stamps, that's going to affect these businesses. Right. That's going to affect also other businesses. It's going to be a domino effect. It's going to hurt all of us. It's going to hurt the economy. So that person receiving food stamps is not your enemy.
Right. Like, it is November 1st, and already this year we have lost 1 million jobs. 1 million people have lost their jobs. 1 million people have lost their jobs because the companies coming to talk to you and saying, oh, well, we had record-breaking profits, but still laying off employees.
Okay. And you see all them companies that's about to lay off more.
AI. Y'all sit here talking about immigrants, whole time AI taking our jobs.
AI is taking your job. Hello. Like, that trans person didn't take your job. That black person didn't take your job.
Okay.
That woman did not take your job. That woman did not take your job.
No, we showed it.
That job was taken from you by your company being greedy. And it's like that meme picture, if y'all ever seen it, where it was like with the cookies, where it was like the one person once had 1 cookie and the other person had like 2 cookies, and it was the millionaire
that had
all the cookies.
Yes. And was like, you should watch him. He wants to take your cookies.
Right.
Meanwhile,
but he got all of them.
He got all of them. Like, you should be everybody. I tell people all the time, these are your neighbors. Trans people are your neighbors. Black people are your neighbors. Poor people are your neighbors. Do not turn in on them. You need to be upset with that class, you're the employer.
Yeah.
The millionaires and billionaires that profit off of your labor and give you back dust. And will get rid of you tomorrow if they could. Like,
especially if you're in North Carolina, this is an at-will state. Hello,
which is ridiculous.
Yes.
Like, and then a lot of people, even if it's a terrible job, they stay there because that's the only way they can get health care. Universal health care, that's gone. You can move around now. But these jobs, like putting up ghost jobs, they need to be held accountable.
Yeah.
Like, there needs to be a tax on that.
Wells Fargo had got in trouble for that. Sitting there posting like job fairs and having people come do interviews and stuff just for y'all not to really be hiring.
That's hiring, do a layoff and shift people around in the company.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Like there should be, and like I fully support, like there should be a fine. If your company posts this job and does not fill it in, I wouldn't even say like 3 months. I'd cut it down shorter. Like
30
you
days.
have a month.
You got 30 days
to fill that position because people need jobs. And if you do not fill that position, you're fined.
For every day it's not filled.
Every day it's not filled, you are fined by the federal government because you're not allowing people to work that could work. And there's people applying. Get rid of it all together. And in places where you have right now, like millions of people being laid off, this is where a federal jobs guarantee should be in place, where like the federal government is like, we will hire you to work in your communities and fill those roles. One for like, medical services and have like a medical services corps, have one for people with skilled workers to do stuff, like different industries, like where you can fill in at. Like we have Teach for America? I think the government operates that.
Yeah.
Let's expand that more and fill these schools up where it's like, if you don't have a teacher, okay, we're going to find, there are teachers there.
Because the ratio's being 1 to 30.
Teach for America still...
I don't know its status.
Because I know COVID really killed it. Because I had friends from back home that was for Teach for America, and they were in China when COVID hit, and I remember them trying to shuffle to get back. And so I was like, I haven't really heard about Teach for America for a while now. Like, is that even still a thing?
Even now, like, you have, like, teachers being, like, in Forsyth County, they just laid off a lot of teachers there, gone, and just conglomerated the classrooms. So now one teacher has a bigger classroom, she has to do it.
And mind y'all,
he or she has to
these
do it.
kids, like, we're talking about, like, K through 12. Like, and even if you go, like, K through 8, sitting here having one teacher to like 30 kids. That's ridiculous. Insane. You ever heard?
And you expect her to be able to teach and keep up with 30 kids?
You ever heard 30 in a classroom kids? With 30 desks?
Nah, I don't know. Because when we were in school, I don't
we
think
didn't have that growing up.
Teachers
Teachers have that issue now where they have to find room to put in a desk.
Wow.
In some instances, they're getting to the point where they're like, no more desks.
Tables.
Give me a table. Yeah. Just give me a table. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, dang.
Like, we need more teachers, and we need to pay our teachers more. Yes. Like, I think there should be...
Teachers should be getting paid just as much as...
Exactly. Teachers, nurses,
doctor,
like,
all of that.
They need to be paid a lot better. Even with nurses and, like, doctors, like, I think there should be programs in place where it's like, if you go to school for free, you're a nurse, you're going in school to be a doctor, you go to school for free. After you graduate, you have to do a certain amount of time with the government. Working at a hospital, local hospital, rural hospital, and giving back. And that's how you can pay it off and all that stuff. And that's how you give back. You go work there to help the people there. That's you giving back. You got taxpayer money that you giving back that taxpayer money by helping out your community. And I think that would bring in a lot more people, a lot more of those positions we need, and would also help out with that universal health care.
Yeah.
We're going to have an increase in stuff. Okay, we need to build more hospitals, have this program grow up more, and give these people jobs. Because in a lot of instances, a lot of people cannot find a job after they do it. Like, I know some people who went to nursing school, couldn't find a job, and just went to go teach. And it was like, that sucks.
And that's like, dang, you did all that for
what?
Yeah.
You collected all that debt for what?
And we've probably seen so many other people, like, that graduated from Winston that, like, had to go do something else other than what they
that you're not in your field.
I got people from A&T like that. Yeah.
And it's like, this is where, like, your government should be stepping in to fill that void. And they've done it before. Like, one of my favorite presidents is FDR because of, like, his New Deal stuff. Like, he was president during the Great Depression and was like, we have to fix the situation. We need to fix this now. We need to pour money back into these communities and these areas, get people to work, rebuilding their communities, serving their communities, doing all these different things, and putting money where it needs to be. Like, right now, we need a new deal for us. Right now, in this day and age where it's like, hey, trade schools are free. Community colleges are free. When you finish, you will go into a government field. Like, you have a guaranteed job. after you finish with the federal government to work in your community to help build it up.
I'm in community college right now. I would love for them to make that happen.
Yeah. Like if
you're in free.
Yeah, if you're in an industry that is much needed, we will pay for you to go to school so you can give back and help your community. Like right now, the government has a big cybersecurity issue. Mm-hmm. We need a lot more IT majors and a lot more people in it. Okay, boom, community college, there you go. Let's get you up to speed, get you through that so we can get you back out there so we can get you up and running. Other countries do this. Yeah. China does this.
Yeah.
That void, all right, we're going to dedicate money to get everybody through this so we can have those people there. Train them up, get them up, job with the government, boom, there you go. And make these jobs government shutdown proof. Honestly, I think sometimes there needs to be like budgeting out further. Mm-hmm. I think this whole like continuing resolution thing, like, I don't know if people know, but we have not had a fully funded government bill in years. I think since 2019, we have not had a full bill. Everything's been a continuing resolution, and continuing resolutions are, we can't agree on a major bill during the appropriation season at the beginning of the year, so we're just going to sign a continuing resolution to kick the ball down the court. Just keep kicking it down.
Keep avoiding it, essentially.
And then when we get there, we'll just we'll figure it out again until appropriation season comes. Appropriation season comes.
They shutting down the wrong wallets.
Thank you.
Because if I tell you, y'all not getting paid till y'all figure this out. Like, y'all punishing the regular, everyday person for some stuff that y'all not able to figure out.
And
but y'all getting paid.
Right. And a lot of them do performative stuff where they're like, I'm donating my check to the federal employees. So less than a penny.
Ooh, right.
Keep the check.
Yeah.
Because the check. Because that's less than a penny. That's not helping. No, keep it. Keep your check. Please keep your check, because that's not helping. Oh, yay.
You help one person.
Open the government.
Gonna help anybody. Yeah. You're also a millionaire, so you're fine. You don't even need to work no more. You're good, actually. So, and like, it's performative, and I hate the performative stuff. We're like, well, we're gonna do this and doing the whole like shebang now, where they're on TV saying, "Oh, what's Democrats? They control this, and this." They don't control nothing. You're lying to the people.
Yeah.
And you see these news networks make excuses for them and be like, "Oh, well, we have to open this up. Like, why are you continuing to keep this shut down when people are going to starve? Who's in charge?
Right.
Who's causing them to starve?" Like, we had a whole playbook of what was going to happen that's going through. I like that. They straight told you what was going to happen, and I think we're at like 50% completion.
They said it's going faster than what they expected.
And a lot of it's because of the Dems that we had in Congress just rolled over.
Down.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm glad they're fighting back now, but it's like it shouldn't have took you.
Too late? Yeah. Now y'all gotta fight harder.
Like, the best time to fight against this would have been over the summer with that stupid bill.
Right.
Or not even then, years ago, you should have been fighting back. When you had like Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema being like, "Oh, I'm not gonna vote for that. I think we should be who were Republican light." It's like, you should have got rid of these people, because let me tell you, that Republican Party, let somebody had told them no, gone. Oh, you're acting up? Congratulations. We're about to get you out of here next time you run for re-election. We're going to take you away from all your committee assignments, and you'll have nothing. We're actually going to force you out.
Speaking of that, how do you feel about like free speech and what's going on within like journalism, and like going back to like even Jimmy Kimmel? Like, how do you feel about all that and what they're doing right now?
Right now you're seeing, and people are probably going to be like, "Oh, we keep hearing this," but no, this is literally playbook of fascism. This is fascism playbook. You conceal control over the media, and you just rule it with the iron fist. Like, you had Sinclair Broadcasting merge with some other company by some billionaire who owns Palantir and some other stuff, and his son owns the media stuff, and they're just conglomerating all together to have to stay in control. You see this in other countries now, for like a more modern example, and I think it's Belarus. Yeah, but you see it in like Belarus and like some Eastern European countries where they do this, and this is how they can steal power and turn these into dictatorships, where it's like they control the media. Yeah. They dictate what the media can do and can't do, and if you say anything bad about it, we're gonna get you out of there. Like, there's this lady named I think her name is Barry Weiss, who just took over CBS. She failed her way up. So, like, everything she did was a failure, flop. It was unnecessary. It was stupid. It was dumb. She was wrong.
Failed her fake way up.
And she made her way to being in charge of it, and immediately was like, DI department, gone. You're going to start talking about the newspaper that I had, the Free Press. Is it Free Press? She has some newspaper, but she's not. No, it's not a Free Press. She has a newspaper company. I can't think of the name of it, but it's unimportant. Anyway, because it's incorrect, but she has them quoting them on the news, and it's like, these people are people who do not tell the truth ever. They misinterpret everything. These people just fell for AI videos. Fox News recently just fell for AI videos. You probably seen the AI videos for black people.
Yeah,
it was like, I got 7 kids and 7 baby daddies, and I can't take care of my, I need my food stamps. These are AI videos, and Fox News is duped by journalists are duped by this now. This is a problem. Like, there needs to be regulation on this completely. These should not be going around, and you have people who believe it.
And then it's harmful because, first of all, like, clear the air, we're not the majority on food stamps. I know y'all love... I would love to.
And Fox News is a weird thing where they were like, instead of it being like who makes up most of food stamps, they did it by like what country they're part of. And it was like, so they misinterpreted a poll and made it look like, oh, the majority are immigrants that are on this. It's like, no. People who came from that country that are American citizens, nationalized American citizens of that community, 30% of them may be on SNAP benefits. That's not the same as, oh, the mass people on benefits are these people. Because if you see, it's mostly white people. Which is it's not a crazy thing. Like it's a legit fact.
They are the majority in
make up the majority of the people on SNAP benefits, on WIC benefits.
Because all these programs started to help them. Like it
was never for us.
Y'all keep hiding, because American history keeps moving or being changed or like misconstrued. But like, let's be real. We weren't allowed to apply for these programs for so long. So for a while, they only benefited those
white women.
A lot of these came after the Great Depression and around civil rights, where a lot of them got opened up and expanded out to everybody else. But a lot of them came because of the Great Depression. And here you are trying to, like, when our economy is at its worst, you were like, oh yeah, we got to get rid of it.
What? Like,
what are you doing? Like, you're probably trying to get rid of Social Security. I
know y'all better give me my money back.
I believe expand Social Security to even millionaires get it, but they have to pay into it.
Yes,
because that will get them to pay into it. We expand it out completely. Everybody gets it, no matter if you want it or not. It's there. Now you have to put yours in as well.
They say I didn't hit my full benefits on my SSI.gov.
Okay.
I was on because I had to request a new social the other day, and it tell you your eligibility also. But I've worked obviously since I was a teenager, and it's like you're eligible. I'm like, I can't even. I'm eligible, but I can't even get it.
You'd be pulling like $11
Thank you.
a check.
I'm like, I can't get none of that for real. That's not gonna help me.
And there should be full funding in that in general. Like, a lot of money should automatically just go into that. Like, I don't understand why the government's like, oh, well, it's close to falling apart. We'll put money in it. Stupid.
Yeah.
You already got my tax.
You poured into everything else, right?
Like we
that's what we're paying into anyway.
Right. Like, I think we definitely need to get back to a time where billionaires. Like, I don't believe billionaires shouldn't exist. But I think if you exist as a billionaire, you need to start paying your fair share. You had Rockefeller and Carnegie, and they were terrible people, worst conditions possible. But let me tell you one thing they did do. Here's some money for a foundation. We're gonna build a bridge for the people because they knew they knew there was a trade-off, and that and the other thing was they had to drive through those communities to get home. Because they lived in the communities that their business operated in. So you had to go through there to get home. Okay, you not give anything back and let these people be starving and poor. And when they pull you out of your carriage,
you're gonna be mad.
You're gonna be mad. Yeah. So you should start giving back more. You should want to give back.
Yeah.
To help out society. You should be willing to pay more in taxes. And that's one thing. Like millionaires, we didn't have billionaires. Well, I think we might have had just one billionaire at the time, but we had some the wealthy people at the time were upset with FDR because he was making them pay their fair share and tried to do everything to get rid of him. But FDR served for 4 terms because of how good of a president he was. They reelected him.
He one of the reasons they changed that the term limit.
Literally cut it off after that because for 4 terms, because of everything, him actively helping the people, and he himself, and he himself was a rich person. He came from a rich family. His cousin was just president. Teddy Roosevelt was just president of the United States. Now he's president of the United States.
He stood for something.
And even though he was a millionaire and was rich himself, he was like, we need to help these people.
Right.
I want to pay more in taxes to help these people because these are Americans. Yeah. We can't be the beacon shining city on the hill.
Core values as Americans.
Because of greed. And everybody just got greedy. They just got greedy and was like, I want to pocket all this money, keep all this money, and I have to be the wealthiest person ever. You're going to die one day.
Okay. And that money's still just going to be there.
And in years from then, nobody's going to care about you. Put the money into stuff that's going to build the bridges, build the libraries, fund the public schools, put money into things with no tie, nothing attached to it, because Carnegie and them didn't be like, we're gonna fund this, and you can never talk about this. They were like, here's the money.
All they want is their name on it.
Please, just say, so nobody comes and pulls me out of my carriage.
Yeah.
Please, just take the money.
Yes.
They should be paying for these things instead of they've just gotten to the point where they're just greedy, hoarding the wealth and buying up all the land and all the houses to build, all the land to build data centers and all that stuff.
I feel like companies shouldn't be able to buy residentials. Like, that should be for the people, literally for the people. Like, you shouldn't be able to, because I think they were saying like Amazon is trying to like buy like even in North Carolina, like they're trying to buy like more land here, and I'm like, I need y'all not to do that. They're just gonna mess up like
Like,
it's harder for us to get houses. I'm tired of them throwing these townhouses everywhere. I want a piece of land. I don't want to share walls with people.
And you don't want a house that looks like a copy and paste house where like
thank you with an HOA. I don't want an HOA.
With an HOA.
The backyard is like a flat wall with a door. Like, you want a house that looks like a house.
I want my own land. I want my own space.
You want a house that looks like a home.
Yes.
Okay.
Like that.
Somebody lived there. Yes. It's not copy and paste. It's not bland. It's not a McMansion.
Thank you.
You want a nice house that's designed nice. You want a front porch.
Yes.
You want a little back patio with a covering. You want a house. Okay. You want some yard.
You know what I want.
You don't want these copy and paste houses where they just squeeze you in, and then charge you crazy amounts of money. Like I believe like corporate companies should not own a majority of the housing stockpile. Like they should be taxed on that too. A vacancy tax. If you're gonna hold that house empty, you're gonna pay a tax. You need to sell that house within that one I'll do 3 months. 3 months. Within 3, that's the one I literally was like 3 months. Within 3 months, you have to sell this house. If you do not sell this house, you're going to start paying 100% of the tax on it. We're going to charge you 100% tax on it. So the value of that house, we're going to pay that full amount until you finally sell that house to somebody. And then even like there needs to be price regulation in that, because why is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house $300,000?
$350,000 or better.
But then when you go on when you go on like sites like Zillow and stuff and look at like how much did the house sell when it was first built? The house was built in early 2000s.
It was $25,000 to build.
Literally, the house for the first time, the house sold for $52,000. Well, why is it so much now?
Thank you.
Like, this is outrageous.
Thank you. Wow.
Like, there should be a first public denial period where, like, if the public, nobody absolutely does not want it, then a corporation can come in and buy it, but you're limited on how many houses you can hold at one time, and you're also limited by where you're at. You won't be allowed to be in Las Vegas and own houses in North Carolina. No. Your company needs to be, you need to have an established company in North Carolina to be able to own a house in North Carolina, and you have to live there and be a resident there for a certain amount of time before you can start buying up the houses.
I like that. This is the man with the plan, y'all. I don't know if y'all had y'all notepad down and taking notes, but this y'all better be out voting for him, okay?
Yeah.
We want it, huh?
I was gonna say teachers need that $70K and not just get $70K and it be there. It needs to be adjusted to COLA.
Yeah.
Because some states, we do a federal jobs for teachers and charge $70K. Not charge. Give them $70K a year. That's not gonna work in New York. $70K in New York is like.
It's not $70K in North Carolina.
It's not. That's not the same in North Carolina. So it needs to be
Yeah.
adjusted based off of COLA and inflation and all that stuff, so that it's you get paid the appropriate amount of money, because these are people training the next generations, and we got kids that can't read.
Okay.
Too many.
Because we have a teacher shortage, because people can't afford to be a teacher, because they have to be a teacher and a bartender and do something else on the weekends just to get by. Fair. And they shouldn't have to do that.
And buy their own content creators
stuff for their class.
They have to buy their own supplies. Like, there should be a federal stockpile of money where it's like
they get a stipend every year to go get stuff
to do this. The school gets a stipend to go buy everything they need, get everything upgraded they need upgraded. You should want the best. This whole voucher BS, I don't want my tax dollars paying for vouchers for a place that my kid may not even get into. And then a lot of them have expanded to like religious schools now want to get those. It's like, I don't want you getting. No. Yeah. You should fund yourself. Right. You want to be a private school, you fund your own private schools. You're not going to pay your voucher school off of me. And some people are in favor of it, but I'm still like, no.
Yeah, no.
What's wrong with public education? You should want public education
let's
to be
pour
better.
into public education. So
like, it's for everybody. And this is where kids get to meet other people from other races and other backgrounds and stuff too in public school. In private school, you're locked in. Bunch of rich. If it's a private school for rich kids, all you know is rich kids. You don't know nothing else. You can't go talk to a regular everyday person. public schools where you meet people from all different backgrounds, income levels, races, everything. That's where you get experience and accustomed to where when you meet people, it's not weird. You're not running off and operating off of stereotypes. Like, no, you're like, oh no, I know these people. Like, they're good. I love them. This is my best friends. Like, in middle school, I met my first friend from Palestine. And that's why I first learned about it. And then in high school, like, I met people who he knew as well. I think one of them he was like related to, but because of them, like, I opened my world to a whole situation I did not know was going on.
Yeah.
And for me, being an advocate for that, for like, freeing Palestine for so long, where it's at now, I never imagined it to be here. I didn't imagine these people to know about it, but I'm glad that people are seeing it now and understanding, like, this has been happening for a long time. I'm happy you're finally in the boat with us. Please. Aware. This is a crazy thing.
Yeah.
Like, the public schools need to be funded. Like, the teachers need it. The communities need it. You don't want illiterate kids.
But it seems like they do.
Pour that money in there.
Seems like they do.
Like, no, the private school, Prager, you should be making shit for kids.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't mean to cuss. But Prager, you should not be. That's how mad they make me. Prager, you should not be making anything for schools and be like the main. Oh, our district's only gonna use Prager. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. They sat there and tried to make you think Christopher Columbus was and some times are gonna be upset with me. They made you think that Christopher Columbus was a hero, and he was not. The Queen of Spain demanded he came back immediately when she found out what he was doing. It was like, you're never allowed to go back. Because that's not what I told you to do.
He messed it up.
Right. I told you to go introduce yourself and meet them. And on top of that, you lied. You did not discover shorter route. These are not those people. Because we asked those people, and those people said, nobody of that name has ever even come here. So when you automatically have that going on,
love this.
I don't want Prager you making nothing else. Like, even how Prager you talk about, like, the Black Panthers, like, it was like, no. They were calling them like they were thugs, they were aggressive, they were hateful, and they were racist. And it's like, this.
Oh yeah, the same way they be doing Antifa.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like anytime you do anything that
Antifa's not a real thing. Antifa, there's no leader, it doesn't exist. Anti-fascist means anti-fascism. If you're against, like, that means you don't want that. You don't want it to be like.
But they view that as Trump's taking that as so you're anti-Trump. That's what you're
anti-American.
Yeah,
you hate our country. You're anti-capitalist. You're this and this. It's like, this is crazy. You're violating the First Amendment rights of people. Yeah. I believe you should have the right to. There are some parameters now. Definitely, there needs to be some parameters, but. I believe you should be able to argue against your government if your government is not doing what you're supposed to do. I mean, the Constitution literally lays out if your government is not up to par, you have the full right to go protest against them. Our founding fathers granted the document is so old, and I do believe it definitely needs to be updated. So like, sure. I think Thomas Jefferson wanted it was like every 19 years it should be updated from like scrap. Yeah. Which I believe it should be shorter period. France does theirs every year, which is crazy to think of, but I fully believe like. That when they put these things in place because of what they suffered under when they were under the British rule, they could not protest. So they made the First Amendment right. You have the right to protest, talk shit about your government, call them out,
that's why
go against them.
Forgetting why they broke away from Britain in the first place.
Right. Yeah. It's like you chose to do this role. If you can't take the heat, leave. You chose to do this. You can't be upset when they criticize you because you're fucking up. Like, you're messing up. You're mad because you're messing. You're mad at us because you're messing up. I think Trump was just in Asia and was like during the interview talking about, but see, I do all this hard work for the people back home and all I get is criticize. And
it's like, I'm not doing this to pain.
Right. It's like, you signed up for this. You wanted to do this. Don't complain now. This is what you signed up for. If you are a public servant, you're a public servant. You're going to get grilled. You should be able to get you're going to get grilled.
He's lying about them health.
Like my rep.
That was a tough test I had.
He is C now. I don't care what nobody says.
Right. It was like, this is a dementia test, brother. Hello? It was like, I could be low IQ Jasmine Crockett, and it's like, it's a dementia test. Okay. You're not. It's not like, go take an IQ test and come back and we can talk. But like, when you're a government official, a public figure representing your district, you should be able to take criticism and hear it and adjust. Like for District 6, Addison McDowell has not done town hall since he won. Refuses to. Won't do it. Him, Ted Budd, what's the other? Tom Tillis. Those two senators and Addison McDowell. No, we're not.
I'm not trying to hear it from the people.
They don't. Yeah.
Ted Budd, I think, released his voicemails on Twitter. I don't know if you guys saw that. He released his voicemails from when the bill was passing, where his own base, his own supporters were calling him and threatening him because of what
they
like
did.
the bill
and
all that stuff. Like they were threatening him, and they were like, "You're our representative. You're selling our country out." And it's like, well, this is what you signed up for. Like, you know, you can't complain and be upset. You should not be threatened.
Yeah.
But if they're threatening like bodily harm, that's where your freedom of speech kind of goes away. Yeah, goes out the way. But I don't think you should be running from them. Yeah. Maybe if you spoke to them, you could,
at least
know what they want, so they're not threatening.
What you want to do anyways, you can at least try to give them some type of reasoning. But like to say nothing is just
the least you could do is like at least go listen to them.
Yeah.
Like that's the bare minimum. Yeah. You even if you don't want to do it, at least just act like you want to. Instead,
running away is
you're like, I'm not even going to engage. I don't need to talk to you. I'm going to do whatever I want anyway.
Gotta address it.
They've gotten too far away from their constituents, and they need to be brought back in and understand. Like, you signed up for this role. You're supposed to represent these people and advocate for their best interest, whatever they want.
Yeah,
your job is to be whatever they want.
The trust that people have for politicians now is so far from what it has been because of those exact things.
Yeah. And Rashida Tlaib was talking about it on the Democrat side. She's a representative from Michigan. Love her with all my heart. She was saying when she talks to some of the members in Congress, they're so out of touch because they're rich. They don't know. They can't relate. The life of everyday people. And so when she was bringing up how people are having hard times paying bills and stuff like that and on the houses, she said one rep flat out was like, well, why can't they just go get a loan or something?
Is this camera on me?
What?
Is this camera on?
It's not just what? Just go get a loan? They can barely afford to live. You think they can go get a loan and then have to pay on that? Their credit might be trash.
Credit.
It's a whole nother thing.
Oh my gosh. Credit we're the only country in the world that has credit. That needs to get that.
They need to be abolished.
I would be in favor of a bill to just wipe out when we wipe out student loan debt, we reset everybody's credit. And if you want America to get back up to par, you have to do certain things that's going to upset those with money.
The rich, it's just gonna make them mad.
But a lot of people will be like, "Oh, we hate socialism so much," but you love it for the rich. The socialism for the rich is what you love. Yeah. Socialism for thee, but not for me.
Right.
They can get a bailout.
Yeah.
Oh, you had PPP loans. We can wipe that out. You don't have to pay that back.
Right.
But that poor person, you need to pay your student loans. Oh, your businesses went under. Oh, you filed for bankruptcy, and we'll wipe everything clean. But that poor person can't do it that easily. We have a president who's a six-time went bankrupt, running the country, and also about to be his seventh bankruptcy.
He's also a felon. We're never going to
and a felon.
He's about to run America bankrupt.
Counts.
We have a felon pedophile for president.
Yes.
A felon bankrupt pedophile for president.
But he's not good with business.
Terrible in business.
He's horrible at crime. He's obviously not good around your kids.
Right. And this is
who's running the greatest country on earth, huh?
They get socialism for them all the time. The bank collapsed in 2008 and the housing market collapsed. Everybody involved in it and everybody who calls it got bailed out and are back in charge, back doing the same things they're doing again. And it's but everyday people can't get student loans forgiven, the bare minimum. But you're all favored for your tax dollars going to help those billionaires. And they create jobs. They do not create jobs. They are people who profit off of your labor. They directly profit off of your labor, and when they're done with you, they get rid of you, no problem. Yeah, this is what I'm big in favor of unions. I was also in the union. I was a Teamsters member, so I union power is very important to me because there needs to be more unions, especially North Carolina. They did a lot to crush unions and give them no power here and wipe them out, but we need more unions back in here to protect the workers and to make sure that you're getting paid. They can't. I don't ever want to see a company talk about record profits if I'm not also hearing about wage growth, mobility, upward mobility within the company.
Y'all make all this money, but y'all people aren't.
Upward mobility in the company and more people hired. Yeah, I don't want to see record-breaking profits. 2 months later, we're laying off 50,000 people.
Ooh, Amazon.
That's
calling y'all.
And they keep getting more and more and more, where more people getting laid off from companies, and a lot of them they're automating it. And we're gonna go to AI. This is
I'm scared of AI.
I might be a little conspiracy theorist on this, but I don't know about y'all.
Kind of beneficial.
I watched Terminator a lot growing up as a child.
Okay, I keep hearing the Terminator reference.
Terminator was a good movie, though.
Let me tell you, it was a prophecy, okay?
Oh,
It was a prophecy for the future.
Okay.
Because we have like Palantir now that exists that mass collects all data. It's not going to be Skynet. It's going to be called Palantir. And Palantir collects data and they work with other systems and stuff to like just pull data. They were just given access to government records and stuff. So now they're getting government records. Your personal files, your social security number, everything about you. And they're like, oh, we're just doing it to store it. Why is a private company and not my government storing it? My government already stores it. What do we need a private company to go through it?
I'm like, what do they need it for?
And they have like this program now within it where they're trying to do threat assessments. Where it's like, if you do these things or say these things, you'll get a knock on your door because we're trying to figure out who's going to be a threat. And they're telling us, we want safety and it's going to make everything safer. So this thing is going to racial profile people. Yeah, like this is the crime bill, but for everybody.
So agreeing to more surveillance.
Yeah, exactly more government surveillance when we need less government surveillance. Okay. But now a private company gets it, so they can, and then they're also going to sell that data off to whoever they want.
Wow.
Like this technology should not exist. There should be parameters on. There should be limits. This shouldn't even exist.
Nah, for real.
To allow it to operate and happen. This should be shut down. And instead, like this is one, like when we saying, like when we were asking earlier, like what other things are going on? That's one of them. The memorandum of like the Trump going after people who are anti-capitalist, anti-American, anti-Trump, which is anti-Christian, which is so vague because there are a lot of Christians in this country. I'm a Christian, but there are other religions that you should be tolerant of.
Yeah.
And that little memorandum is going to be racially profiling anybody who's not a Christian. That's what they're going to see it as. Oh, you're not a Christian?
The division of church and state is no longer a thing, and that is really where this country started to go completely left.
Recently, they just allowed churches to endorse political candidates. That was a trade-off. You could not endorse political candidates, and you don't have to pay taxes. Right. And they just now said, well, now you can do it, and we're not going to tax you.
And you still don't tax you. What?
Yeah, so.
Child, we ain't even gonna go too deep in that because we could go all day, y'all.
Yeah,
we could go all day. We do want to end on we want to hear some advice for the youth. So if you could just any type of advice for the youth when it comes to like why their voices matter, why it's important to vote, why they should vote for you. Like give them some good advice.
Well, I think one thing that you definitely should do is get involved in your communities. Run for a local office. There are organizations that will help you at a local level, that won't help me at a federal level, but will help you at a local level, called Run for Something, and get involved with like different organizations within your county. Go to food banks, especially now. Go to food banks and help out. Just be a member in your community, be involved, get out there, meet your community, know what's going on, and work to help them. Like with the manosphere problem of why can't people reach men and all that stuff. Give them purpose. Give them purpose, but direct them to purpose. Yeah. But they need to also have that purpose, that want for purpose as well. Of go be a leader in your community. Go build some shit. Go build some shit. Serve your community. Yeah. Help them out. Like get off the line. Andrew Tate is not gonna help you out. He's gonna profit off of you. Staying there and feeling that way, he's gonna keep selling you grass. Right, gonna keep selling you something. Literally, go touch grass. Go outside, touch grass. Be involved in your community. Run for something local and fight for those who need somebody to fight for them and need the help. Go be involved. For the other youth as well, like go do the same thing. Educate yourself. Like look into what's going on. Don't just read the headline and stop there. Read the article, please, and do your own research in the back end as well to know what's going on and be able to connect the dots. We have the media literacy is a thing we are losing every day.
Yes.
Please be media literate and know how to watch when certain things happen. Like look at how they'll talk about certain things versus other things and how like certain issues and stuff like that. Like the funny thing I saw was when Zach Fox was like when a white man kills his entire family, they show the family photo.
Yes. Yes. And then a black man gets killed and they show his mugshot.
Yeah. And listen to the words they say and how they'll do it. Like you'll see they were a good man. He was a family man.
He was a kid. He was 48.
Yeah,
Right.
he was so young. Like with the Republicans, the Republican group chat where they were doing like the Nazi stuff.
Yes.
And they were like, they're just kids. You're a 38-year-old man.
Right. What?
You're a grown ass man.
He has a family.
What do you mean?
Like,
they're just kids. We can't judge them. What the fuck?
We can't judge them.
Literally.
They're 38.
Yes.
These people work. These people are sitting in elected. Like literally, they're sitting in elected seats right now. This is a problem.
Yes, a serious issue.
Like, please definitely get involved. Be involved in your community. Help those in need if you can, and like also don't be afraid to ask for help if you need help. Okay, be that change you want to see in your community. Like if help those if you had it, help those who don't have it to get there. You know. That's my advice. And to vote for me, like, I'm running on, definitely check out my website, www.tavinforcongress.com. So you can see my policy and platforms when I'm running on. Running on a platform of driving down costs, taxing the ultra wealthy, and expanding public services, which includes like canceling student loan debt, paying teachers what they deserve to be paid, universal child care.
Go check out his website.
Go check it out.
Go check it out.
Because it's a lot.
It's a lot.
I encourage you, if you can, donate.
Yeah.
We're trying to make sure as many people can like know that Tavin is running.
Yes.
Yeah, and the only way they'll know that is if we fund it. Yes. So
my primary is
and
March.
Vote.
Yes. Register to vote as well. Right now, you could do it. And vote in your local elections going on right now. I know there's not one happening in High Point, but I know there's one in Greensboro. Vote on November 4th, 2025. Go vote. And you can vote early right now. I don't know when this come out, but you should go vote early. Monday. Boom. Go vote early or go vote on Tuesday. My primary is until March 3rd, 2026, and that's where you vote to keep going forward to the general. But yes, we need all support all the volunteers across the District 6, which is Forsyth, Guilford, Davie, Davidson, Rowan, and Cabarrus County. All 6. We need 6 districts for the 6th district. 6 counties for 6th district. But we need your support. I need your help so we can win this, and you can have a fighter in Congress fighting for you. I'll be your weapon to wield in Congress.
Yes. And we want to thank you so much for being our first guest.
Great. I love
for
it.
like all the information. Like
very informative.
I hope y'all are taking away like why it's important to start paying attention a little more. Like there's so much that I didn't even realize were going on behind the scenes. I'm like, wait a minute, because I'm gonna have to go look. I'm gonna have to go look into this.
But that's why we wanted you. Yes. And I love that. Like,
and you can reach out to me as well. Like even if you just want to see how I feel about an issue, as a person running to represent you, I'm always here to answer any questions you have or to point you in the right direction of help or need. I know I'm working on putting out a video today about the shutdown and stuff with some resources in each county of where to go find like a food bank. That'll be up on my page. Definitely go look for that. Yeah. Even if the government opens back up, like there are 42 million people across the country who are going to lose their SNAP benefits. 4.1 or 4.2 are in North Carolina. 4.2 million are in North Carolina. In Guilford County alone, 82,000 people already have food insecurity, and that's before the government shut down and SNAP getting turned off. So those food banks are finna get overwhelmed by a lot. So definitely, if you need help or aid, reach out to me. I will send you the resources and the links. You can also look on your county websites to see what food banks they have available, so you can make sure that you and your family are fed. And if you know people who also need that aid, also let them send those links to them as well, so they can get the help that they need.
Yeah. Fingers up.
We got the resources for you.
Okay, we got the resources, but y'all just gotta want it. Okay, we can lead a horse to the water, but you can't
make it drink.
Okay. But with that, we also want to thank y'all because we've officially hit 100 subscribers. Okay, so this is our 100 subscriber video.
Yes, thank y'all for supporting us. Thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. This is the first of many guests to come on Cinnamon and Spice. Don't know when the next one will be, but just stay tuned. Let us know how y'all felt about this in the comments. Make sure y'all are following every page. We'll tag everybody. We'll make sure we tag Tavin. We'll put his website in the description of this video. So make sure y'all support and make sure y'all are going out there voting. But we will see y'all again next week, and thank y'all for tuning in.
All right, bye.